Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Maine from Heinous Legacy. I'll be specializing in the boxing part of this podcast, and my brother Neff will be doing the football part of this podcast. Introduce yourself today, Neff.
How you doing today, ladies and gentlemen? Hope y'all out there having a great day today. Just like to keep things moving.
Okay, so let's get into it. We're gonna start out with boxing today. So let's start getting into our program here. One second, ladies and gentlemen, so we can pull up the slide. This is our second live. Please bear with us. We're not trying to be slow out here. Okay, let's grab this out right quick. Okay. Let's do this.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Dang. I'm gonna have to stop this live.
You don't have to stop the live. Keep on going. That's just how it goes. Let's roll it on, roll through. But who was that guy? I think that was that number one that you were looking at.
Okay. In a way. And so Chad, in a way, is number one on the pound for pound list. I totally disagree with him being number one on the pound for pound list. Alexander Usyk went down to 2, and I believe that he should either be 1 or 2. So he's in the right place. I don't feel like Inouye's fighting the competition that I want to see, and I also don't think that his way of winning is above reproach. I would say I think that Japan is really lax on their testing and things like that. So his record, I believe, is padded with a lot of.
Just call it how you call it.
I don't want to say the wrong words about it because I don't want to slander him.
It's slander. Slander to me, man, is if you say he's taking steroids. But I feel that you're saying what you want to say is he hasn't fought the right competition like the competition.
No, I want to say that he might be taking PEDs. I'm not gonna lie to you, buddy.
Okay. I'm trying to keep it serious. I'm trying to keep it serious.
I'm trying to keep it PG out here.
But even that, what if I know there are 2 totally different weight classes, but this is a question from me to you. If in fact Bam was to fight him, PED or not, who do you think will come out the victor?
So this is a showdown that everybody anticipates to happen within the next 2 years. Bam Rodriguez in the lower weight class right now, he's dominating things. I truly believe if he moved up right now, it's a 50-50 fight. I give Bam Rodriguez the edge right now because he's young, hungry, talented, can box in several different facets. His head movement's great, his footwork's great. I'm not saying Inouye's not any of these things, but Inouye's a headhunter. He gets hit a lot. Bam is an all-around exciting fighter.
What's his strong suit?
Who?
Bam. I know you listed a lot of qualities, but what is his strong suit that catches your eye and says, like Mayweather had the Philly shell?
I would say his footwork and his ability to adjust in the fight.
Right. I understand that. Well, what is
Inoue?
Inoue? What's his strong suit?
He's a knockout artist. He can drop you at any time, like Tank Davis we talked about yesterday. He can drop you at any time. He's a great fighter. I'm not going to take that away from a former undisputed champion. Uh, he has a lot going for him. I just honestly, in my opinion, I don't like him. Like
It's
I
just
don't want to be personal, but I don't like him personally. As a fighter, he has a lot to bring to the table, and you have to admire it.
but I have to say you have to take your personal out of it. Because I know you've been watching clips. You showed me clips of him, and I understand everything that you're saying. And you're more of an expert on boxing than I will ever be. So that's why I asked you to take your personal out of it. And you're giving the real.
Yeah, of course, I'm taking my personal opinions out of it, but you have to understand that it's a when you're picking a winner of a fight, it's a personal pick. You have to use logic in that personal pick, but there's no way to know who's going to win that fight until they step in the ring.
So so outside in, if you had to bet, and like you said, you give the edge to Bam.
Yeah.
But why are you giving the edge to Bam? What have you seen with your own two eyes? And you said it has to be personal with logic. With your own two eyes, what gives Bam that 51/50 that you said just a moment ago?
Okay, so you were going to Bam's fight a higher level of competition. He's been through the gauntlet. He's his ability to adjust in the fight would make the difference for me. I think that Inoue gets hit too many times for Bam not to win on the scorecards. I think that Inoue would have to knock him out to win that fight.
So you're saying that not Bam, but the other fighter, Inoue. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just a co-host on this boxing fan, but Inoue gets hit a lot. Yes. And Bam will take advantage of him because Bam is going for the knockout. If that's what I'm understanding.
No, not Bam going to.
Not Bam.
I wouldn't say Inoue is going for the knockout either, but I just don't think that he could beat him on the scorecards going 12 rounds. They're both great fighters. They both have great stamina. I'm not taking anything away from Inoue. I just prefer Man Rodriguez's style over Inoue's style.
Right. So, well, not to change subjects, man. Who do you think in the next 5 years is going to take over the league by storm? Who's going to be the next generational talent for the next 5 years?
Like I explained to you yesterday, for the next 5 years, to me, the top of the list will be Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson, 1A or 1B, whichever way you see it. They're both amazing fighters. The sweet science is bred through them, and who I would like to see make a major jump in their success is Jerron Boots Ennis. He is not living up to the hype that we thought he would, and he's not taking the fights that we want him to take. And I'm disappointed that he's even on the pound for pound list. He hasn't done anything to be on the pound for pound list. And every fighter that's above him on the pound for pound list is multi-division champions. So is Boots, but multi-division champions. They have fought much tougher competition. They're better suited to be in a higher position. I think Shakur Stevenson, because Devin Haney has been undisputed, that gives him a notch over Shakur in that regard. But Shakur is a 4-division champion, and when it was time to fight, from my understanding, I think that Devin ducked Shakur and left the division that's my personal opinion.
Man, can I ask you one more question? Are you mad about the pound for pound list?
Yes, I'm very disappointed in the pound for pound list. They have ESPN has Usyk as 2, Inoue as 1, and they have Van Rodriguez as let's go
Yeah,
into it.
let's go into a lot. Yeah,
Let's go and bring it up on it.
because you were disgusted when you were
Yeah,
looking at it
it
earlier. I
was
thought you were
very
about to throw up. I said,
very
"Nah, I can't."
despicable. So when we're talking about the pound for pound list, you have to consider weight classes, what they're doing in the weight class, who they fought, how they fared in that fight, in those fights, what they've earned,
Right.
and what they've earned in the ring as far as belts, accomplishments, and things of that nature.
And honestly, I've never seen a Japanese fighter as a pound for pound number one.
That's credit to Inoue though, because he really is a
It's-
monster in the ring. They call him monster anyway for a reason, and you can't take anything away from that.
Has he jumped any weight classes?
Yeah, he's, I believe, been in 3 weight classes. Correct me if I'm wrong out there. Shout out WCS, man, in the building. How you doing, baby?
How you doing, man?
Back to what we were talking about though. Yeah, he's been in 3 or 4 weight classes. Inoue is a monster. He's a beast in the ring. But I think when Van Rodriguez finally get to the same weight class, I'm putting Van Rodriguez above Inoue. His fights, I like his fight style better. Inoue gets hit way too much. It's he has a lot of flaws that people haven't been able to
expose.
Expose because they're not able to. But I think Bam Rodriguez would be able to.
So you're saying he's fought some bum fighters?
I wouldn't call them bums because they're in the ring boxing, and then you putting your life on the line. There's no such thing as a bum. They may not be as talented or as good as the other fighter, but you can't call them a bum. That's disgraceful. Okay, so I'm bringing up the pound for pound list. They're topping they're topping this thing in a way. It's ridiculous. We're just gonna talk about the first 5. So in a way, Usyk was number 1, and then in a way was number 2. They've been having them there for so long. I can't. I mean, there's an argument to have him there, but what I'm happy about is Bam Rodriguez. I think he should be up here where he's at, somewhere up here where he's at. David Benavidez, I think he should be below 5, because he wants the big fights, but they just won't give them to him. And so you got to it's almost like it's a wishing well type thing with Benavidez. You want him to have the Canelo fight. You want him to be able to fight Bivol and things like that. Or Beterbiev. I mean, and he's not getting the fights. And there's a fight. Forgot someone's name. Yes, he's gonna have to drop the title because he doesn't want to fight Benavidez. Benavidez is a monster in the ring, but I don't think he's earned the 4th spot as of this moment. I think if anything, Shakur should be 3, Jesse should be 2, Inoue should be 4, Usyk should be 1, and reason being, Shakur Stevenson has shown by defeating Teofimo Lopez that he's something different in the ring. When he beat Tio as bad as he beat him, it showed remarkable resilience. That remarkable stamina. Just all around markings of a true boxing artist. So then we get down to Devin Haney. I think Devin Haney should be part of this top five. I would take Devin Benavidez out and put him part of this top five because Devin Haney has beat Brian Norman Jr., which I didn't think he had a chance to beat Brian Norman Jr. That was my mistake. I eat that crow all day. But also he got beat up by Ryan Garcia. And even though he had PEDs, Ryan got caught with PEDs and banned substance. PEDs cannot stop your right hand from coming up. He was getting hit with left hooks all night. He continued to not block those left hooks. I hope that he got better in that regard. I would love to see them fight again because of how controversial that situation was. And I think if he beats Ryan Garcia in the rematch, it will redeem himself to be higher on the list. I think that's the reason why he's 6 is because of that blemish. But I don't see that as a blemish because they already took that off his record. So
can I ask you the next question I want to ask? I've seen that Devin Haney has 33 fights. I've seen that Rodriguez has 23 fights. Usyk has 25 fights. And Inoue has 33 fights, but with 27 KOs.
Yeah.
Okay. The rest of the fighters that I'm looking at have, like I said, Usyk has 25 and only 16 KOs. 23 and 16 is Rodriguez. 3, 4, David Benavidez is 32 and 26. And then you go to Devin Haney. You have Shakur with 25 with only 11 KOs. You have 33 with Shakur Stevenson with 25 and 11 KOs. So the fight, I would you not want to switch Benavidez or Inoue because you have 33 to 26 knockouts. And he brings in a better pool.
I gotta stop you there. Knockouts is not what boxing was made for. Boxing has a scoring system for a reason. So if you're going 12-round decisions, as long as you please the crowd, to me, then you're doing your job. Even if you're not pleasing the crowd, if you're a real boxing fan, you'll understand what the boxer's doing. You're trying if Shakur's in there swimming, not getting wet, slipping shots, using great head movement, footwork is impeccable. Him having 11 knockouts is not necessarily the worst thing in the world. It just means that he lacks power or he lacks the initiative to finish fights. I'm not going to hold that against him because he finds a way to win his fights. David Haney as well. He doesn't have a high knockout percentage, but he has great boxing acumen and adjusts and fights well and has a great corner.
I absolutely agree with you what you're saying. That's why I'm just asking the questions, and I like to read up on these guys because see, Inoue takes over the top spot after turning back the challenge of a fellow pound for pound fighter. And that's why he's on the top right now.
It would have been the biggest fight in Japanese history if he would have did that.
But the monster had to endure a late surge for Nakatani and seize control in the championship rounds to retain the undisputed status.
Yeah,
so that means
he beat Nakatani in 12. I thought he should have knocked out Nakatani.
So back to your what I want to ask you is you said it's about the fighting, the style, and can you take it 12 rounds basically. So he's showing that
It's not necessarily can you take it 12 rounds. It depends on what the fighter needs to do in that fight. Every fight's not the same. So if, for example, if he was fighting, if Shakur was fighting Tank, he would not fight the same fight against Devin Haney.
Right.
That would be ridiculous because they have two different styles, two different types of fighting. So I would definitely not say that just because a fighter fights one way in one fight that they should fight the same way in another fight.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
So you're saying the ability to adjust is everything.
Yeah, the ability to adjust.
And so in your mind, the best fighter is the person, your best pound for pound fighter is the fighter that has the ability to adjust in any fight, no matter who he fights.
Yes, that's the reason why I put Terrence Crawford in my top 3 of all time boxing, because his ability to adjust is amazing.
And but I love Terrence Crawford and I love Mayweather, man. But that's why I'm asking you, who do you think in the next 5 years? Because they're no longer a factor in the sport.
That's why I say Shakur Stevenson.
So Shakur over there, or you said Shakur and Devin Haney in the same sentence when you said it earlier.
Yeah,
that's
I mean, I could, if Devin Haney becomes number 1 pound for pound, that's not nothing to be sad about. Like he's a great fighter. He has a few flaws. I think his chin is suspect because he got dropped a lot against Garcia, but it was also an anomaly because he hasn't been dropped like that before. I think that moving forward, that they will show that Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson will show great promise. And then if you ask me who's the future beyond that, I like Abdullah Mason and Kid Austin. I think he has promise, but his dad kind of irks me. So I don't.
And I'm not only talking fighting, because you are such a boxing wizard, and you like to see the fight and what they're doing, how they're doing. I'm talking the all around, the pool, the what can you bring in, entertainment, fighting style, all of that. That all comes in as one. Does it or does it not?
If you ask for that package, you're asking for Tank Davis.
Okay, so you think Tank Davis is the future in the next 5 years? He will be that guy.
He's at the end of the prime of his career now. He has probably maybe 2, maybe 3 years left of his prime, and so that's why I want him to fight Shakur Stevenson, because I think that would be amazing to see, man. We also have to go into the consideration of weight classes when we talk about this, because is Shakur willing to move down or have a catch weight to fight him, because Tank Davis doesn't like to fight over 35, right?
Right.
So if there's going to be a fight, it'll probably be a catch weight at like 37 or something like that. That would be okay for me. I think that he looked great. He looked so great at what I'm sorry. Shakur Stevenson looked great in his last fight. He looked strong, fast, powerful. Yeah. So, but if you're asking me who's gonna be top in the chart, coming into the chart and top of the chart in the next 5 years, then we're gonna go. I'm gonna say Abdullah Mason, Kid Austin, Virgil Ortiz.
But I'm asking you to pick one. Pick one. It's hard. There's no Mayweather. There's no Crawford no more. I'm asking you to pick one.
Of the new fighters or the fighters that's fighting now?
Just the fighters for the next, right? The fighters that are fighting now. Who's going to be that pound for pound fighter for the next 5 years that can bring in the gate, that has your fighting style, that has it all. Who
Okay, I will say
is
Shakur Stevenson. We got a question in the building. What if this?
okay?
What if Kershaw defeats Shakur? Don't be disrespectful. Don't disrespect this. Don't disrespect my channel, WCS. This is disrespect. But seriously though, I don't think that's gonna happen. It's not even a 50-50 fight, boss. Shakur, I'll be happy if he knocks him out and shows the world that he still has his hands aren't as brittle as people think they are.
You're saying if
Keyshawn. Keyshawn. I'm like Kershaw. Keyshawn. Oh, you know I like both of them, man. I don't think they're gonna fight each other.
It sounds.
But if we're going fantasy on this, bro, I'd have to go with. As of right now, I'll go with Shakur. But you asked me a year from now, Keyshawn might get him, bro.
Wow. How do you feel about it? Who do you think? Who do you think?
Yeah, who do you got, boss?
Who do you think will knock out? Who do you think gets to knock out Shakur or Keyshawn?
I think he's scared to have this debate in the chat right now because he knows.
I'm just like
he's trying to use the wrong Davis because he's talking about Keyshawn Davis, right? Yeah. He's trying to use the wrong Davis against Shakur. You're disrespectful. You're disrespectful. Why don't you ask about Keyshawn Davis and Tank Keyshawn Davis and Tank Davis or Shakur Stevenson and Tank Davis? No. No response to that, huh, buddy?
No, it's quite all right. But thank you for leaving a comment on the channel. But that is highly appreciated. That's much love, and I hope you like.
Yeah, I'm hoping you're enjoying the content, man. Much love to my guy WCS, man. Great dude. That's a great dude right there. Continuing on our journey through today's live, we're gonna caveat.
I want to, but before you close off, hold on. We got another comment. We got another comment.
Oh, El Chin Checker. Okay.
You can't. We can't leave now. We kept us on.
So we staying on the topic.
Here. It's got to stay on
topic. Okay. So I don't see El Chin Checker being able to go 12 rounds with anybody right now because he's sitting at home not doing anything. Because he enjoys the police being called on him.
Oh no.
And you're gonna ask, what does that have to do with boxing? It has everything to do with boxing. Because if you're not living a boxer's life, you're not living a life to win.
So he likes to go to jail?
Yeah, he's been in jail like 50 times, bro. He's ridiculous.
So he likes to box the walls over there.
Yeah, that's why he likes to box his women. That's what he does.
Oh, he slaps them.
Yeah. He allegedly he's a woman beater. Allegedly. I'm not trying to slander anybody, but I'm saying allegedly, man. It's looking real grim for that man, you know. Why that?
Because sometimes it just got to get personal because how can you be a boxer the way you guys describe boxers and fighting? You gotta if you're gonna allow your woman to get the best of you, you're not getting the best of the ring.
Yeah, man. How do you, if you can't keep your composure at home, how do you do it in the ring? Like, sure. But hold on, Tank Davis is a monster. Don't get me wrong. Hey, I'll say it right now. At his best, he's at his best. He's the best at 135.
Over the number one pound that the Japanese.
He doesn't fight at one. He fights at 126 right now. Okay. So like he's far away from Shakur Stevenson. Shakur, Shakur, I think right now Shakur beat him because of the layoff and because he hasn't had any fights. And if he doesn't have a tune-up fight before he fights Shakur, he's definitely losing. So you can call him El Chin Checker all you want to. Boxing has levels, and you're gonna lose a level by sitting on the couch for a year and a half. So you can call for El Chin Checker all you want to. Is he gonna check the chin? That's the question. Can he check the chin?
Oh, so you said he can't get to the chin?
Yeah, he can't get to the chin because
he got to his girl's chin.
He sure did that allegedly. Yeah, he checking chins. All right, WCS. He sure is checking chins. You need to check some chins in that 8x8 sale. You know what I'm saying? Like he stay getting off on stuff too.
But if he does catch him on the chin,
oh yeah, that's
it's over with. It's lights out. He gonna be seeing stars.
And it's hard. That man hits so hard.
And to be that light, to hit that hard and be so light. I mean, it only takes 4 pounds of pressure.
He's really compact though. He's really compact and he's short. He's short and compact. Like he just has it. Like it's like Deontay Wilder. Like he just has it.
Talented.
He's gifted with this. He's gifted with power, but also has great boxing acumen as well. I'm not gonna don't ever say I said he can't box because that man can box his behind off.
And he's a real good athlete.
He's a great athlete. I saw a video of him racing his team after you know how competitive athletes are.
Right.
They left the boxing gym and he ran and he raced his whole team and he's so fast, bro. Like he could have played football, anything. He's a real athlete, all around athlete. If there's you got any more questions for me on boxing?
Last question. I'll give you the last question. If that fight were to happen in say a year or so, and both are at their peak, like they're at their prime, because you can get there. I mean, both of them had the time. I don't want no 50-50. I want before we leave this showcase, I want a definitive answer on who you would take.
Shakur Stevenson.
Okay. That's all I want.
That's what I've seen in the last 2 fights from both of them. Because Lamont Roach, I don't know how he got a tie with that man. He had a draw with somebody smaller than him. That's crazy work. And I already know they're friends, and he didn't want to knock him out. Well, Lamont Roach didn't have no problem dropping him. So Tank
Tank dropped him in there too. Though.
No, Tank did not drop him. No, he did not drop him at all. And so we're gonna, guys, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna segue into Neff's sport of choice.
Yes,
that's
sir.
Football.
All my Shedorians, how you doing today, man?
Man, listen. So, what's new with Shedeur, man? What you got today on Shedeur?
What's new with Shedeur is his pocket presence. His accuracy's always been on point, but now he's starting to drop back and not look for the big shot. He's looking intermediate and then play acting off of that and going for the big shot. So he's working on all his weaknesses. It's going toe-to-toe with a man that threw 42 touchdowns to 10 interceptions just 5 years ago.
Right.
Then they're saying is back looking like he was back in 4 years
in Colorado.
No,
Deshaun
Watson looking like he was when he was with the Texans.
Deshaun Watson is a great talent. We have to understand that and be willing to. So he was drafted. He's number one draft. He was number one draft pick in 2014. So when it comes to his athletic ability and being able to sling the ball down the field, I think that I think that he can get back to that. Even though he's like I said yesterday, Frankenstein, he tore everything in his body. So um, uh, the problem is when they get those pads on, then what?
I'm gonna tell you exactly what he's gonna get hit right in his mouth, and he's gonna be afraid. He's gonna be afraid to throw that rock because all the linemen he got are brand new. This ain't the Texas lineman. We was a first round draft pick in the second year. He got to go over there and tap them and give them all the connections. They're going to make mistakes because you have to build a core. And yeah, you got an off season to do it, but you're splitting reps at the same time.
Right.
And then you chose not to stay in the building. Shedure Sanders chose to stay in the building and know who's coming in, watching the film of what's these guys' weaknesses and what's that guy's weaknesses.
What's,
He was
if you don't mind me asking, what's this $17 million thing that
the
they're talking about?
the $17 million thing is this. Every pro athlete, right? They go in there and they sign a deal. And Nike will give them $10 million, but you're selling your rights away. Like he signed 3% to Gatorade, right? So Gatorade gave, and that's 3% for the rest of his life. This ain't 3%, and then that's all you get. Like,
so he took less money up front to get more
money,
future.
but he's so popular that it wasn't just Gatorade. He got it from Nike, and then he got it from. He didn't even get this money from jersey sales. He got it from cleat shoe sales, cards. He got it from.
Doesn't he model too? Or
Yeah,
something
modeling.
Like
he got it from modeling, and he broke Tom Brady's record and he held it at 9 million, and he won 7 Super Bowls.
Oh,
and this man's fighting
10 million more.
There's so it's not just about. I'm gonna tell you, it's not just about what these coaches are seeing. It's about what the world is seeing. And if they're saying we can't pass the eye test, there's many coaches that's failed. That's why the last coach just got fired.
Right.
Because why everywhere he went, he shined and won and not just won, but just brought everybody's morale up to watch him. Nobody watched Colorado when he played there. But then he went
before he played there.
Before he played there. Nobody watched Jackson State before he played there. And no one damn sure wasn't watching the Browns before he came there.
I agree with that.
So it's not that he's just Shedure Sanders and he's an all right football player. There is something about this young kid that everybody wants to see him. It's like Magic Johnson. There was something about Magic Johnson that they don't know why they wanted to watch him. They either it didn't matter if they wanted to watch him to fail or watch him to win. He's just that person. He has that morale. He has that talent. And he's going toe to toe with, they're saying, the person that the number one draft pick, he's going toe to toe with him right now, splitting reps. He should not be splitting reps if he got knocked all the way down to the 5th round. He should not be splitting reps.
I mean, it's well known that his talent well exceeds his draft pick. So we can call it blackballing, we can call it whatever we want to, but the fact of the matter is he became a 5th round pick and they treating him as such. I don't think they should. They got a bargain, a steal. So I would build my team around somebody that I'm not paying that much money to until his next contract. It just doesn't make sense because Deshaun Watson makes so much money and the production that he's gave out in the last 4 years is terrible. You know more about stats than I do, but as far as I've seen, he only won 4 games and since he's been in Cleveland.
Oh, okay. His Deshaun Watson is 9-10. Okay, for the last 4 seasons he's been there. In the last 2 years, he played 4 games. Last 2 years he played 4 games. Shedure Sanders was a 7th round draft pick. Fifth round draft. It was a 5th round draft pick. didn't have no off season, no preparation, and went 3-4. Should have went 4-3 because the coach took him out against the Tennessee Titans and tried to run a wildcat, or they would have won that game.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
So how a person with no off-season reps, no first team reps, goes in there and wins any kind of games. He had 1,700 yards. He had 1,716 yards and 7 touchdowns to 10 interceptions, which 3 of those interceptions were not his.
So in light of that, Thrash, what's the new guy's name? The new defensive end.
You talking about Verse?
Verse came in. I think it's amazing that the first person he talked to was Shedure Sanders. That's the first person he shook hands with and greeted. So like it seems like the locker room is going towards Shedure Sanders too. What do you think?
I definitely think that because when I'm gonna just go to Myles Garrett. I know he got traded, but when he was in the elevator, what did he do? He put his wrist up. Who puts their wrist up?
Shedure, that's his signature.
And so everybody's taking his signature. And so they seen what's going on with this young man and what Jimmy Haslam wants as an owner, because he gave this man $200 million. And you know these what filthy rich people want. They got pride. They don't want to lose their pride. And so they want to make it work no matter what. And so that causes you to fail. And so Myles Garrett's like, I'm tired.
Speaking of Deshaun Watson, right? With 250 million.
Yes, 250 million. Yes, I'm speaking of Deshaun Watson. And so he wants it's not that he wants his what do you call that word? He wants his when you give somebody something, I pay you to do something. He wants his
return.
He wants his return.
Yeah.
And so he's trying to say, this is your last year to show me whatever you got, and I'm gonna give you every chance to show me what you got. But ladies and gentlemen, he's had 4 years. You paid this man $250 million guaranteed. You're not getting a return that you want. He's not taking you to a Super Bowl.
Yeah, so it's just going to leave them in a situation where they're going to be drafting a quarterback and instead of seeing what they have in Shedure Sanders. If they're not going to play Shedure, I think they should trade him. There's plenty of teams that's offering them compensation for him, but they're not taking it because they want to keep the fan base watching the Browns. But it's unfair to him because it's not giving them opportunity. They're having their cake and eating it too.
You're absolutely correct. And if they would just, you remember when the Denver Broncos let go of Russell Wilson for Bo Nix?
Yeah.
And everybody was like, they're gonna lose all this money. And then what happened the next year? Went to the playoffs. Almost if Bo Nix wouldn't have hurt his leg, they would be in the Super Bowl.
And also the next year after that, Jackson Dart took Wilson's job.
So so at the end of the day, you have to cut your losses. Let your pride and ego go and see what you got on this upside. If Shedure with an off season, because now it's still not a full off season because you didn't give him the reins. You got checks and you can give him little stuff here, but when you got one quarterback that can get all the checks and everybody knows I'm here, you're listening to me.
Right.
That's a different story.
Yeah, more confident.
You're more confident because I know I'm the man. And right now I'm fighting for a job. I was a Pro Bowler last year.
What do you think about his receiving core that they have now?
If you want to let Myles Garrett go and say the team is young, then Deshaun Watson is 31 years old. If you want to go young, you go young now.
Yeah,
24. If you're 30 years and older, you're getting out of here. Because now I got years on these guys' contracts because you got to sign at least 4.
Yeah, three after the 5th round, but
they can franchise tag you after the 4th.
Yeah.
So you got 5 years, and then you got a new stadium you're going to. So by the time that new stadium is built, you're looking like the Seahawks with that defense, even with bursts.
Yeah,
you might not get the sacks, but you might get more run stoppage.
And that's the same thing. I mean, we got lockdown corners out there.
And it's about, they keep saying it's not about this year. if one of these if Deshaun Watson does take it, which he's not going to come back and sign with Cleveland after what Cleveland has talked about him.
Yeah.
If he has a good year, he's leaving to go win a Super Bowl because, they'll get in the playoffs. But you got to see the Baltimore Ravens. You have to see the Patriots that was just in the Super Bowl. You have to see the Denver Broncos in your own division. You got to see Cincinnati, Joe Burrow, and Jamar Chase in them. And you took away your best pass rusher.
Man.
So what I'm saying is Shedure, even against when he won 3 for 4 and all the combined record for all the other quarterbacks.
What was it?
They won 2 games.
Oh yeah,
and they had the whole offseason. And Shedure went in there and won 3 out of 4.
He started the offseason throwing to trash cans, literally throwing to staff.
Shedure,
and then became the starter and won more games himself than the 2 starting quarterbacks before him. That's amazing.
And when were those? And this is what's amazing. How did he win those games?
He walked down the field like Tom Brady and won them.
And if he wouldn't have had drops in some other games, did you see when he played against Buffalo? 23-20. Jerry Jeudy dropped the crucial ball for them to tie the game.
Yeah, Jerry, they got to get rid of Jerry Jeudy.
Jerry Booty.
He's pretty terrible.
He's butt cheeks, bro.
I can't. So I also wanted to ask you about what you thought about Cam Ward.
Oh, I love Cam Ward. Now, Cam Ward is from Miami. He is a beast. They got him some weapons, but I still believe in my heart Shedure was the number 1 pick. And after the game he said, Shedure, let me have your jersey, because Shedure put up 364 yards, 3 passing touchdowns, and a rushing touchdown with one of the best defenders grabbing off his sleeve, and he broke the tackle. Deshaun Watson's not doing that. Shedure's used to getting hit because he's never had lines like that. And he's getting rid of the ball faster. He's with the offensive-minded coach that's built for him not to get hit. Imagine him feeling like he's comfortable and he can go through all his reads without having to. He's always, even though he knows he's about to get hit, he's still looking for his reads before running. And he can still run. The boy runs a 4.6.
Yeah, 4.6 isn't blazing speed, but it's fast enough to get you to where you need to go, get you first downs and things like that. So I agree with that. That is, I think what they're doing out there is terrible. I hope they're propping Watson up the way they are to try to get him off.
To trade him, to trade him.
Yeah, that's what I would do, because like they're not showing any negative things about him. Like if Shedure throws an interception, they're showing it there, but they're not showing Deshaun Watson's interceptions or his missed balls. All they're showing his highlights of practice of him.
Now, can I ask you a question? If somebody been treating you bad, you done tore your Achilles, you've been having sex with all these massage therapists, got suspended for 11 games, people throwing that in your face every year. Oh, you robbed us for $200 million. Even if you have the greatest season of your life, are you returning to that city? So they're
definitely not going to pay him the same amount of money as
they'll give him a 1 year, $30 million, $40 million. If you win, you go to the Super Bowl and win.
Super Bowl. They don't have a Super Bowl team yet. They don't have
that defense is still good.
It's a Super Bowl defense, but that offense is not Super Bowl yet. They have 2 linemen that could be good enough, but they need to fill the rest of their line out. And we got Quinshon Judkins. Is he the man? He's the man when he's on the field, but he got hurt last year. Oh, you got to think about that.
And then you went to Sampson. Then you went to Ford. Then you're not even talking about Harold Fanning Jr.
Oh yeah, we haven't even brought him.
Come on, he was a rookie, 71 receptions.
Yeah,
and he didn't even play the last game. Are you serious?
Yeah, Harold Fanning.
He helped every one of them quarterbacks out, so that means he is the truth. And then they went and got them another tight end.
Yeah, I don't think they're planning on him the tight end. They got him in like the 4th or 5th round, I believe.
They went and got KC Concepcion.
Yeah, he's a monster.
Boston.
He's a monster.
Jerry Jeudy is good if he has to play with if he has to, because he don't want to be in Cleveland no more, but he also don't want to be sitting at home with no team. So he has to get better. And the only quarterback that's on that field right now that will throw to anybody because they're open is Shedure Sanders, and he proved it. That's how he won those games last year. Even though Jerry Jeudy dropped those balls, he had the confidence to back shoulder throw it to where only he can catch it for the benefit of the team. That play was supposed to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
But his timing and instincts is not just about throwing the football. It's you're feeling it right now.
Yeah.
Who's my guy? He told Jerry Jeudy 2 plays before that, before he threw that screen to Sampson, that he was coming to him.
Yeah, that's
he was mic'd up that game.
Yeah. I don't think Jerry Jeudy should be in the rotation. He led the league in drops for starting receivers, man. Like, and they just got 2 basically first round picks at receiver. So, and they have number 10
Tillman. They got and they got Isaiah Bond.
Isaiah Bond. He was supposed to be a first, second round pick, but he got into trouble and he was drafted a free agent. So he has the talent, and he showed it last year in flashes that he has the talent to do it. So I think that Jeudy should definitely take a step back until he shows that he's willing to go out there and jump for those 50-50 balls or keep running this route all the way through in this route tree.
I understand what you're saying, but just like they let go of Myles Garrett and they're keeping Deshaun Watson,
ridiculous.
But how much do you think they're paying Jerry Jeudy? You think he's going to get any money on his return if they put Jerry Jeudy on the bench?
I mean, that's the. I honestly don't know, bro. It's
Jerry Jeudy will catch. I promise you this. Shedure Sanders is the starting quarterback. Jerry Jeudy will have an 800-yard season with 60 catches. Isaiah Bond will have 900, and Boston and Conception will both split for about 450, or one might break out for about 8 or 9, and Harold Fannin will go for 900 to 1,000 with 11 and 12 touchdowns. Mark my words.
I'm not.
If Shedure is the starter,
I'm not disagreeing with
because
that
and I don't mean to break you up, and I'm sorry, man.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine.
But Shedure looks to throw. When Deshaun Watson's scared, he looks to run. That's not good. That's not good quarterback play. He's not Lamar Jackson. Unless it's designed, you want your receivers to do their routes and be comfortable. Shedure said it out of his own mouth. I want to know what my receiver likes. Have you ever heard Deshaun Watson say something like that? No, he only wants to know what he likes, which is a massage.
You're getting ridiculous right now. Hold on, man. Wait a minute. So you trying to say the massages that he getting in practice, the massages you getting in practice, he going a little bit too far?
No, I'm talking
allegedly.
I'm talking about the private massage practices. Allegedly. It's half of his $200 million gone paying off lawsuits. Get out of here. Yeah. If that was Shedure Sanders, he'd be cut.
I mean, talent speaks, though.
And Shedure ain't got talent.
Talent speaks, man.
And he ain't got talent.
He does have talent. That's not up for debate. But we're at our hour mark.
Man, I'm loving this though, man. Yeah, I'm loving this, man.
Man,
I'm loving this, man.
We would appreciate if you guys would like and subscribe.
Subscribe.
To the channel. Thank you for listening to our banter back and forth.
And I wish we could get some more of y'all so that we can talk back and forth with y'all, because talking back and forth to each other is is a great thing. But I love talking with other people too.
All praise be to the Most High. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
And thank you to WCS.
Baby, we out of here.